Hello and good evening. My name is Max Montrose.
And I'm Erin Hayes.
And you're watching MedicinalMarijuana.tv. We thought we would start off with a corny NPR-like skit tonight because it seems that some people out there have a problem with anyways and ums and uhs and likes, and so
we are going to be proper today, and anytime that Max is not proper, I'm going to reach over and smack him in the face a little.
Really? Please don't.
Okay, I really won't.
All right. Well, yeah, so we're going to try to step things up so that we don't have ums, likes, and no, dude, screw that. We have our own TV show. It's Medicinal Marijuana TV. It really doesn't matter, so chill out. Okay, well, first of all, how was your week, Erin?
Oh, it was pretty good. I've been on spring break, and I just got some bomb ice cream from, ice cream as in ice cream marijuana, not like medicated ice cream, though that's awesome as well. But, you know, the strain ice cream's got a really sweet, but it's still kind of harsh.
Oh, you're talking about weed?
Yes.
Oh.
Medicine.
Right. But it's called ice cream.
Yes, and it's bomb. I'd suggest checking it out. It's got a really nice flavor to it.
Where'd you get that at?
Nature's Kiss.
Yeah.
Which is, it's in Inglewood off of South Broadway. We're going to have them in here next week, actually, to give everyone a rundown.
Is that an indica, sativa?
It's an indica, heavy indica.
Yeah, so
it's nice.
Good for nighttime.
Yep.
For me. Well, and we have a definite munchie suggestion for you all because Erin and I went to we had a little lunch just to talk about the show and things, and right across the street from the Capitol, at like Grant and Colfax, exactly. There's this little. It's got a yellow awning. It's like, is it Japanese?
Yeah, it's like Taki's healthy Japanese food, but you can get bowls like that big.
Oh, dude,
like
they're huge.
$6.
The portions are absolutely amazing. So if you have the munchies and just a little bit of cash and you want to like dig in fat, go to that place because that place rocks. Anyways,
yeah, and if you're protesting at the Capitol, might as well. I mean, we all know
we're
a little medicated during those protests, so
definitely,
best place to stop.
Definitely. And in other news, healthcare passed. Thank God. Poor people are now allowed to be taken care of like the rest of us because our country, for some reason, we're the only country in the world that just you have to pay to take care. I don't know. That's just sickening. Thank God we've realized what we need to get done, and thank God the man in charge is getting it done. And so, in other marijuana news, more related to the topic, I just got an email literally 10 minutes ago about something I'm really excited to watch because I haven't seen this yet. Over the summer, there was this huge, crazy article in the Westward called Operation Fortune Cookie. And in Operation Fortune Cookie, it was the biggest pot bust in Colorado's history. And apparently this man, speaking of Asian food, Dan Tang, I think his name is. He's owner of a Chinese restaurant, I believe in North Glen, Colorado, and apparently he was the ringleader of this huge marijuana grow house organization where the people who grew for their little marijuana operation or humongous marijuana operation would go into suburban houses, fill them up with pot. Well, anyways, these guys got busted, but while they were getting busted, someone slipped Mr. Tang a note saying that they were about to get busted, which came from the inside. So now, I think what this video is about to show us is some police officers from North Glen who are part of that task force who were trying to bring him down are upset with the fact that there might be some corruption in Colorado's police task force, which means
corruption in the police. That's new and
fresh. Right? But it's good corruption, I think, because it's corruption that's saying, hey, you're about to get busted for a grow-op, and that's stupid, so don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But anyways, is that video good to go? Can we play that video? Let's check out this video and see what happens.
Filing a federal lawsuit claiming high-level supervisors in their departments are corrupt and further accuse their police chiefs of helping to cover it up. It all stems from the largest marijuana bust in Colorado history back in 2008, a story you first heard about right here on Fox 31 News. Investigative reporter Julie Hayden is here, and Julie, legal experts call this a shocking development.
You know, they do, Libby. They say they've never seen a lawsuit where the cops air their dirty linen in public like this. Now, as Fox 31 first told you, someone on the North Metro Drug Task Force allegedly tipped off the drug ringleader about the investigation. Well, these two officers say they were told to not cooperate with a federal investigation into the leak, and the lawsuit says when they tried to do the right thing, they were punished. And the lawsuit further adds the politically connected drug lord just got a slap on the wrist, and the corruption continues, quote, until the present time. They called it Operation Fortune Cookie, the largest marijuana bust in Colorado history. In February of 2008, dozens of high-end homes in Denver suburbs were raided. Millions of dollars in cash and drugs were seized. Court documents say politically connected restaurant owner Dan Tang was the drug lord, and this was only the tip of the iceberg. As Fox 31 first told you, investigators had to move early because someone, a cop from the North Metro Drug Task Force, sent Tang a letter tipping him off about the investigation. In a federal lawsuit now obtained by Fox 31 News, two lead investigators are suing the task force in their own departments, claiming they were punished when they tried to expose the corruption.
They were whistleblowers, that they were trying to do the right thing, that this is important to expose crooked cops, and instead they got retaliated against.
The DEA launched an internal investigation to find the leak, but in their lawsuit, the Thornton and North Glen officers say their task force supervisors told them to not cooperate, and when they did, the lawsuit claims they were removed from the task force, disciplined, and even put under surveillance by other cops.
This is the stuff that stories out of Chicago or New York is made of. We don't often see anything like this in Colorado.
The lawsuit accuses the task force of refusing to, quote, investigate and prosecute government officials and business persons associated with the illegal drug activities, a situation the officers claim continues today.
We'll see and hear about dirty laundry, and if it's true, we should see it and we should hear about it, then the public should be outraged about it.
None of the agencies or the North Metro Drug Task Force would comment about the lawsuit. And finally, we want to point out these allegations do not refer to the officers who are currently assigned to the Metro Drug Task Force today.
Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a picture hiccup, because I think a bunch of people are watching all at once. I'm all tripped up here. A bunch of people are watching, which is why the video wasn't working. So I thought we'd play the audio for you. But if you got what was going on, obviously from listening to what we just heard, there was a huge bust, but some of the cops decided to tip off who they were busting first. It's all very politically charged. And actually, if you caught the Westward that talked about Operation Fortune Cookie, they have a picture with George Bush shaking hands with Dan Chang. And he's met George Bush on a couple of different occasions, but there was a lot of heavy political leaders that were somehow involved in this mass bust and tie-up. But in other news regarding marijuana, and not necessarily medical marijuana, marijuana in general. Full state legalization of marijuana is on the California 2010 ballot. This is something I've been talking about for a long time. We're all very, very excited about this. We believe it's going to pass, and when it does, we believe that Colorado will follow suit.
Definitely. Yeah, we've been tracing California pretty much exactly on how our medical marijuana industry has evolved with all of the laws trying to be passed and then not being passed, and then, pretty much all the same timeline, so it's just a matter of time.
Definitely. So we've got a little video clip for you talking about the 2010 ballot for California, so let's go play that.